How many times have we seen it? How many times have we got to experience it before someone says something about it? It is clear as day that there's a major problem in the system. Now, she explained, her name is Tina Gladian, and she said that he's 100% innocent. He told the truth, and he did tell police he saw pale or white skin. And he said, in her minimal police work, that she did. All she did was go on Google, and one of the first things she saw was a photograph, okay? Was a photograph of the brothers and doing imitations of the Joker in white paint, which suggests that they could have been wearing makeup. So what she says is it's not implausible. Hey, with like four Y's at the end of it. Where are those brothers now? Probably somewhere in Nigeria. Well, the police do thorough investigations when, especially when something like this gets national attention. Ridiculous in what way, Michelle? And thanks for your super chat. Oh, Jesse's lying. Of course, I believe Jesse's lying, and I'm quite sure there's a lot of other people believe Jesse's lying. But there's a reason Jesse's lying. This thing is bigger than Jesse. This thing is bigger than money. Whenever the president of the United States weigh in on the situation, because the president of the United States know this is bigger than money. He was somewhere eating a ho ho, and somebody called him. Get your butt up! What? Get your Twitter fingers working! The damn left wing is laughing at us. We got outraged people out there. There's Jussie Smollett, made us look like fools. He insulted MAGA country, plotted this, and now he walked away. You better get your Twitter fingers working, 45. I'm on it. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Don't say no more. I'm on it. So 45 went to work on Twitter. It's an election year. Okay? It's an election year. This is what they do. Exactly. Thing is bigger than Jesse. There's other people involved in this. It just wasn't supposed to go this way. They were dealing with Dumb and Dumber when it came to the brothers. This was going to be a staged event, staged moment to make the right wing look stupid and bad and mostly 45. This was going to sway a lot of people in the election over to the left wing. And for people to think Jesse isn't political, once he said MAGA country and all this hateful things that was being thrown around, you knew right away we were in a very dire situation. What's up, Guru? No, that's why he took it to court and he was so defiant because he knew they were going to wiggle him out of the entanglements where he will see no jail time. They would take care of him and protect him in this situation that they wanted him to get involved in. This thing goes all the way back. You got to remember, his two sisters worked on Obama's campaign to help him get elected. His family's been knowing Barack Obama for years. So when he was Congressman Obama, they were working on his campaign. Both of his sisters, who mysteriously get all these movie roles now, they both are actresses. Right. And that's very interesting because, hey, it's cold out there. They were according to the police factual files, they were supposed to, the police said the attack was staged to be at 2 o'clock in the morning on the dot. Well, if that was the case, they got there at 1:22, according to police. They were dropped off at 1:22. So they were just gonna walk around for a half an hour in the freezing cold. It was cold as hell outside. And they downtown. So they just finna have these masks on and walk around for a half an hour till they just bump into Jets. That makes no sense. But hey, it's cold out there. And let me guess, Fox News is neutral? That what you trying to tell me? Those guys are not even journalists. I've never seen more negligence of a news company than Fox News. Well, they're literally fake news. They went on file and said that they're not journalists. They are entertainers. They're not. They went to court during this whole thing here with Trump and everything else when they were trying to report on Fox News and through the investigation when they were interviewing one of the guys who were called into question for defending Sean Hannity. When Hannity was brought in, Hannity was listed as he's not a journalist, he's an actor. These guys are entertainers. They're not, these people are not journalists. So Hannity, these guys are not journalists. They are listed as entertainers. They're actors. So they're on the record for saying like, "Hey, we're not journalists." So they don't have to follow a code of conduct and other. That's the way they feel. Now, some of them may have done journalistic work before, but for Fox News, like that's just a show. Like it don't really exist. CNN had their bias, as they're mostly backed by the Democratic Party. But at least those guys are, the most of the guys that work there are journalists. So they get their feet held to the fire. Yeah, they got a bunch of people over there I can't stand. I watch a lot of independent news where people just give you the facts. Just give me the facts. That's all I want. I don't need you dressing it up. I don't need you to try to sell it to me. Because the last thing I need to do is listen to a bunch of people that don't know what they're talking about. Oh man, I'm sorry that happened to you. Breaking your two bones on the ice. That must have been really painful. Have I solved the case? Yes, I have. I believe there's a lot of people's hands in the pot. The DNC is the guilty party here, but will any justice come from it? No, Chicago been doing its own job of making Chicago look bad. When you let a police officer shoot a guy 16 times, and about 14 when he was on the ground, and he gets found guilty. He gets found guilty of murder, and you only give him 6 years in jail. And his partners that was with him, they get to walk. even though they lied to try to protect their fellow police officer, they were found not guilty. So things like that, the city has got a lot of black eyes. Who do you think? Whose campaign did his two sisters work for? They worked on the Obama campaign. He got Barack Obama on speed dial number 6. Michelle called in that favor. He got on the phone crying. They're gonna throw me in jail. Now, now, Jussie, I, I, I can't be, I can't be talking to you. I'm gonna get you to Michelle. Hold on, Michelle. It's Jussie. Don't worry, baby. We got you. Okay. I can't be talking to you either. We're gonna pray for you, and I'm gonna have my assistant keep in contact. My former aide. Okay. Bye bye. Who financed Jesse to do all this? You ever heard a guy named Lee Daniels? Explained the confidence he was coming in because they knew the charges was going to get dismissed. They worked all this out before they even came to the courtroom. So that's why he was smiling because he's like, all the charges going to get dismissed. Yeah, the thing is, Jesse's got to come to Chicago and do stuff. The Chicago police, he better not get a jaywalking ticket. He better not walk around out here at all. They don't want him in the city. Of course, Obama's gonna support the homosexual community because they got me elected. As I was sitting there with Michelle, I said, I think I can get into the White House. There's a lot of homosexuals in the Chicago community and around the world, and no one's been a voice for them. I will be that voice. And at the same time, I'll mix that in with the blacks and make it like one of the same. Change. That's what we need here. Change. We can make it happen. Yep. Hillary Clinton, she looks like a lesbian, but gays don't even like her. Nope. I could win this thing. No, that's not Don King's voice. Don King don't sound nothing like that. Don King. Now the prognosticators and the instigators, the prognosticators, the ones that's been holding us down for years, they're the ones that's been speaking up now. You know, for many years they tried to hold us down, and you see that they tried to take everything from us. That's Don. Hey, Jesse making money, making cops look like dummies. Oh.